live. On our way to the courthouse. We're going to try this again. Hold on a second. We're about maybe 20 minutes away. Hopefully, this thing's scheduled. It's still on the schedule as of this morning. It's supposed to start at 8:30. So we're going to park when we get there. Run in. I'll turn off the phone, and then we'll come back and give you the updates on what was said. There's 3 motions today. They're supposed to be going over. The most important one, of course, is to set the actual date. Set the actual date for the trial. According to the motions and reading between the lines, both sides have agreed to August of 2026. 2026. Originally, the
Continue on Santa Monica Boulevard for 3/4 of a mile.
We'll call them the plaintiffs. Okay, the bad guys wanted it before the biopic comes out next year, and the estate wanted it beginning of 2026 at least, or late 2026, and now finally.
Continue on Santa Monica Boulevard for 3/4 of a mile.
Hang on, we got 2 GPSs going. All right, so just to kind of get you update a little here, I'm just going to grab this for a second for those just tuning in. Hey everybody, let me see if actually here. You're gonna have to hold it with this hand and just.
One of the things I noticed about you, and this goes back to why I said you were a stand-up guy. We covered the trial, and you were one of the few people to stick up for him. And why do you think that was? And why was it important?
This is liar number 1.
Because he's always been a friend to me. That's what you do for friends. You tell the truth. We talk so much about him as the pop legend, which is important, but it's nice to really remember that he was a man, that he was a father. And that's what it's really about, is the father and his children, and he's a wonderful dad. There's a huge connection between Michael Jackson and MTV, and really starting this real music video generation on MTV, and Michael was really the king of that. So I like all of those connections, and obviously my connection with Michael and all of that coming together is kind of just one of those serendipitous things where all the elements have come together. So I'm excited for a lot of reasons to be a part of this. In general, with Michael, just had a wonderful relationship. I learned so much from him as an artist and as a kind human being. And it's my goal to try and just continue as much as I can in my own little world, that legacy.
Michael Jackson had an affinity for children. He never had a childhood. He wanted to be good to children because he had the financial resources to do it. He built an amusement park. He built a zoo. He invited inner city children. He invited disabled children. He did so many good things. And to try and turn that around into making him a horrendous criminal was really tragic. And I think it had a lot to do with shortening his life.
You don't think Michael Jackson has molested one single person?
I do not. I absolutely do not. And I sat with him for 5 months, 5 days a week in a criminal courtroom, watching not just the Arvizo allegations, but other allegations being made against him. Allegations that he had molested Macaulay Culkin. Allegations that he had molested a whole bunch of other people. That experience seared into my soul a very strong belief that Michael Jackson never molested anyone.
Is there a possible explanation in the Me Too movement where people now feel more comfortable saying publicly, look, I was abused. Can we now please do something about it?
I think the freedom of the Me Too movement has allowed false accusations to be made as well as real accusations. The Me Too movement in America is a very passionate, very powerful movement. And I believe a lot of good will eventually come out of it. I believe a lot of women have been mistreated. A lot of people have been mistreated. And I think to air all this in a public way will eventually find some balance and some good
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Normandy Avenue.
Is that people have due process rights. People who are accused of misconduct have a right to defend themselves.
Do you think if he was still alive, do you think these people would now be coming
At the
out?
light, turn left onto Normandy Avenue.
I just don't know. I mean, I think I have to believe these are financially motivated accusations. I have to believe that. Because how else can you explain it?
How many boys, how many families Has he or the Jackson estate paid off over the years?
I'm not aware of their paying anybody off other than a couple of settlements where he was advised by lawyers and business associates to pay money to end the story. And he regretted doing it. He told me many times I should never have settled with a couple of people I settled with because all I did was open up Pandora's box and create all sorts of problems for him.
He paid
Continue on Normandy Avenue for half a mile.
$1 million
Well,
to make it go away.
again, according to Michael, he had lawyers and business advisors who were telling him, pay the money, it's a drop in the bucket with what you can make around the world. You have an incredible career. There's a lot more time to produce beautiful music and make a lot of money. This is nothing. Get rid of it. Stop the publicity. Do it now.
But do you pay someone $20 million if you think you're entirely innocent?
If $20 million is a drop in the bucket and you're going to make billions instead, maybe you'd consider it.
In a quarter mile.
So, again,
right onto
to
Melrose
keep them
Avenue.
quiet.
2 settlements to keep people quiet and to let his business career and musical career go forward.
But you're convinced
In
that...
1,000 feet, turn right onto Melrose Avenue.
Not when you put yourself in Michael Jackson's shoes. When you see the kind of money this man could make. When you see the following he had around the world. When you realize what business potential existed with Michael Jackson products, with Michael Jackson music, with Michael Jackson tours. These amounts of money were nothing compared to what he could make. And he was
At the light,
advised by
turn right onto Melrose Avenue.
pay off these people. You got bigger fish to fry. You've got bigger things to do. Okay? And by the way, in all those settlements, there was no admission of liability. The people he gave money to agreed to sign a settlement agreement in which he did not admit any wrongdoing whatsoever. And what does that tell you about them?
Continue on Melrose Avenue.
Well, some might say that just paying the money is...
Continue on Melrose Avenue for 5 miles.
Hello, I'm Liam Bartlett. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes...
Continue on Melrose Avenue for 5 miles.
You can also download the 9 Now app for full episodes and other exclusive...
Guys, we're
60 Minutes
about 10 minutes from the, well, maybe about 15 minutes from the courthouse. Here's another interview. Sorry, these roads are terrible. The car's shaking.
Wade Robson,
Yes.
who ultimately was one of the 2 people who did Leaving Neverland. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But in this case, Wade Robson took the stand to say that Michael Jackson never did anything improper.
Wade Robson was my first witness. And as I said before, if you're putting on a defense case, you want to start strong, you want to end strong. We started with Wade Robson. We ended with Chris Tucker. Macaulay Culkin was our second witness. I met with Wade. I met with his mother. I met with his sister. I called all 3 of them as witnesses. And Wade was adamant to me that he was never touched, that he was never violated, that these allegations were nonsense. Because remember,
Continue on Melrose Avenue for 5 miles.
that they saw it. And he was such a strong witness for us, such a strong defender and supporter of Michael Jackson that I made him our first witness. But I also called his mother and his sister, who had traveled with Wade and Michael on some of these tours, and they testified they never saw anything bad happen or anything wrong happen. And I mean, the 3 of them could not have been stronger advocates for Michael Jackson. So when I heard about this movie, Leaving Neverland, I was stunned. Absolutely stunned, because he talked to me. He was adamant he was never touched. I called him as my witness. He testified under oath he was never touched. And then a very, very good prosecutor, Ron Zona, terrific prosecutor and a vicious cross-examiner, went after him tooth and nail, and he never budged. He said it's ridiculous. He never did anything like this to me.
Continue on Melrose Avenue for 4 miles.
Well, like you said, the trial lasted from January to June 2005. And at the end, Michael Jackson was acquitted on all 14 charges.
10 felonies and 4 misdemeanors.
Yeah.
They didn't get him on anything. In fact, just so you know, he was indicted by a grand jury for 10 felony counts. At the end of the trial, as it was going to the jury, the judge said he's going to give the jury some options on the last 4 felony counts. If they acquit him of any of those last 4 felony counts, I'm going to give them the option of convicting him of a misdemeanor. So they had to say guilty or not guilty 14 times. 10 felonies, 4 misdemeanor options. They said not guilty, all felonies, not guilty, all misdemeanors, not guilty, anything.
Sitting next to Michael Jackson, what was his reaction when he heard that news?
You know, he came in the courtroom that
Continue
day.
on Melrose Avenue for 4 miles.
He looked frozen with fear.
Avenue for 4 miles.
He just was weakened. You could just see it in his eyes, see it in his the way he carried himself. I think he was terrified with fear. I think a lot of people had said to him, the media says you're going to be convicted. I happen to know some people told him he was going to be convicted. And they were trying to cheer him up, that there'll be an appeal and all this. I never said that to him. We went into the courtroom. We sat down. The media was packed in the courtroom and outside the courtroom. In fact, this particular trial had over 2,200 accredited media, which is more accredited media than O.J. Simpson and Scott Peterson combined. That's how big this trial was around the world. So the media is every place. They set up tents everywhere around the courthouse. There was a build-up to the verdict. You know, he had an entourage, some limousines with security, etc. that were on their way to the courthouse. All the major airwaves they were following this caravan of limos to the courthouse. He stops in front of the courthouse. He comes out of the car with his entourage. I meet him there. We go into the courtroom. Courtroom fills up. The judge comes out, asks for silence. He then brings the jurors out. They fill the jury box. The foreman of the jury hands the verdict forms to the bailiff, who hands the verdict forms to the judge, who looks them over and then asks the jurors, you know, is this your verdict? Foreman says yes. And then the court
Continue on
clerk,
Melrose Avenue for 4
at the
miles.
judge's request, reads the verdicts, one count after another. And when the last not guilty came down, I said to Michael, you're free. And he said, thank you, thank you, thank you. We hugged, all the defense team hugged, and then we left the courthouse.
Well, you said that the prosecution is a travesty of justice and one of the most mean-spirited attacks on an innocent person in legal history.
That's how I feel about that case.
Yeah.
I think the way the prosecution constructed this case, the way they charged this case, the way they presented the case, was an absolute travesty of justice. It was almost as if,
Hang on, you guys.
psychologically,
This would be a good time
because
to...
they were going after someone who was innocent, they went overboard trying to demonize and monsterize.
Every time I hear
the
this, it
defendant.
gets me more.
As I've said earlier, I mean, how do you possibly charge Michael Jackson like he's a mafia chieftain, masterminding a criminal conspiracy of very...
Let's hear some music, you guys.
Head west on Melrose Avenue toward Beechwood Drive.
I gotta talk over it a little or we're gonna get blocked, but I don't mind getting blocked. Tom Snedden is a call. Everybody sing at home. Let me hear you. Tom Snedden. Tom Snedden. Tom Snedden. Thomas Snedden.
Continue on Melrose Avenue for 4 miles. Head west on Melrose Avenue toward North El Centro Avenue. Continue on Melrose Avenue for 4 miles.
I can't wait till Victory Day, you guys. Whenever that comes, we will crank this song on speakers outside this courthouse. I wish I would have got to see him sing this live.
Head west on Melrose Avenue toward Lillian.
All right, so let me kind of stop it
Melrose
there.
Avenue for 3 miles.
I'll let Wendy kind of hold it for me. All right, so hang on one second, because we've done this. We had to leave at 3 o'clock this morning. Okay, when we left, the case was still on the docket for 8:30. I mean, hang on one second. I really want this. So they're going to supposedly set the date today, as well as rule us on 2 other motions. We're hoping Tom Sneddon's going to be there. He didn't speak at the first hearing. Okay, it's still, get a close-up of this. It's still on the docket. See right there? So that's what it looks like. 8:30. There's a bunch of other cases too. So it looks like we're finally on. We had to leave at 3 o'clock this morning. There's like
Continue on Melrose Avenue for
traffic
3
and
miles.
everything. So we're hoping we're going to have an answer today. So obviously there's no cameras in the courtroom. We don't know if Crazy's going to be there. For those that are, well, all right, here, hang on. Let me. We're about 4 miles. Wow, it says 20 minutes. Oh, 8:11. Yeah, okay, yeah. So we're scheduled to get there at 8:11. Court opens at 8:30. I was hoping to be inside by like 8:15. There's a little hallway. Do you have it on me? Yeah, okay. There's like a little hallway where they kind of stand outside before the clerk comes out to open the court. So you get to kind of talk in that little window. Obviously, we can't talk once we go in the courthouse. So I was hoping, to ask. I want to know.
Melrose Avenue for 3 miles.
I want to, thank them, of course, for everybody for all they've done. And I just want to see if and when this goes to court. There's a chance that this, if it's 2 years from now, I mean, who knows? We got 2 years to talk about that. Who knows what their real motives are? My personal feeling was I thought they were going to settle this case. And thank God the estate is not settling the case. We're going to court. Not only we're going to court, they bring back Tom Mesereau and Susan Yu. So who knows what the other side's thinking. But I don't think they thought this was going to court. But that's just my 2 cents. For those that were with us, we know what happened the last time we did this. That's why I wanted to get here early. It's taken us 5.5 hours to get here. There's traffic and everything. Just a real quick, for those, you remember my confrontation with Crazy. So he's filming me. I put on Tabloid Junkie to kind of film him and kind of mess up his feed.
It's okay if we get blocked. I can't.
Just hold that.
Exactly, Vivian.
So here's just a little recap of some of what went down. That's Dan Reed, for those that know, the fictional movie maker, and the 2 perjurers were not in attendance that day. I doubt they're going to be here today. I don't think they'll be here today, but, like a good soldier. Yes, Popeye has the spinach. We're going to keep it in our pocket until we need it. We're just in a regular shirt today, so the people on Twitter can relax. I have a little purple shirt on the back. We got our wristband. Our bracelet, for those that know. For those that know what this is. Okay, so that's that. All right, so I'm kind of stuck in traffic here. So, all right. We could shut that. Yeah, we got to turn our phones off and everything. So, yeah. All right, hey everybody. We're kind of stuck in traffic. I got to get all of that. So yeah, that's the plan for today. So 8:30. There's a couple other motions, but the main, the main thing is
Avenue toward North Sycamore Avenue.
the main thing is that we're 4 miles away, but it takes 17 minutes. So that's going to put us right at about 8:15. It's a little tight, but
Continue on Melrose Avenue for 3 miles.
so hope we just want that 10-15 minutes up. Okay, here I guess for so as I read last week, I believe Bill Cosby is being sued again, and Tom Mesereau has agreed to represent him. And I thought I read that today was the first, I guess, hearing, for lack of a better word. I'm not sure if he has to be there. I couldn't find out what courthouse it was at or what time it was. So there's a chance that he isn't here. Last time there were the four attorneys. Jonathan, Jennifer, Susan, and Tom Mesereau. Jennifer was the only one that spoke. Tom Mesereau did not speak, other than, he said, he got up and said Thomas Mesereau for the defense. And then he kind of went out the back way, so we didn't get a chance to talk to him on the way out. But now I kind of know the ins and outs, so we'll kind of see what happens. So it looks like it's on, thank goodness. It would have been crazy to drive all this way again for the third time. So hopefully we'll have an answer. I'd say check in around, I'd say maybe 9:15 to 9:30 start checking. I don't think it's going to take that long, but there was a couple other cases on the docket. And last time there were two, and they kind of settled those first. So I'm assuming that this one was near the bottom of the list and would probably take the longest, although, I'm not sure on that. A lot of this is just, I'm a little out of my element here, but hold on, we got a little. This is why when you come to LA, always plan on a half hour at least more than what you think. There's traffic, there's construction, there's, there's anything going on. All right, do you guys have anything? I'm gonna go to Forest Lawn afterwards. We'll give you some updates. We got a lot of stuff going on. We have the birthday, the Bill Whitfield meet and greet with Big Al. I'll talk to you about that. That just happened last night. We're waiting to see on an after party on the night of Michael's show, and then we got 2 Jackson's concerts. We got the Hollywood Bowl. We got all our flowers at Forest Lawn next Tuesday. So today's the unhappy day, and then so we'll have Michael Jackson week will start in about, let's say, 2 hours from now. Let's just kind of get through this. Let's hope they set the date. Let's hope it's
Head west on Melrose Avenue toward North Poinsettia Place.
Let's hope it's 2026.
Continue on Melrose
And
Avenue
then let's
for
hope
2
these
miles.
idiots drop the case. They don't really have a case, but unfortunately for those watching around the world, in this country, you can find loopholes in laws. We could talk more about it on the way back, but they're not technically suing Michael Jackson. They're suing MJJ Productions and MJJ Ventures, Michael's companies. Only in this country, okay, could that even work. But technically, if you want to say it's a smart legal move for their side, I don't think they have anything to lose. Who knows who's backing them? It could be someone that spoke last night at the convention. We're not going to mention her name. We all know who it is. But all right, yeah. So what do you guys? You guys have anything about the court? I'm going to take notes. As soon as we get out of the courthouse, I'll log on from the courthouse steps. I don't know who's there. I don't think anyone's really going to be there. I don't think well, do we call him the cinema? I call him the cinematographer of the fictional movie and the 2 serial perjurers. Okay, so you know who we're talking about. The fictional the cinematographer. It's hard to say.
1.5 miles.
1.5 miles. The cinematographer of the fictional movie and the 2 serial perjurers. Okay, we got to keep it nice. Keep the comments nice. You know, people are watching. We'll have our day. Okay, we'll have our day. So it hasn't been canceled. It's best to avoid him. I know, Beth. I avoided him last time. Okay, he came up to me. All right, let's leave it at that. Listen. The camera will be on till the minute I walk in the courthouse. Okay, and the minute we walk out. So last time we were here, I had more footage than him because I was there before him, and I waited till he packed up, and I was still filming. You saw how he came to me. We got the little wave, the glove, the whole bit. So yeah, we're not looking. I gotta watch what I say. Okay, next comment. Duly noted. How's that? Duly noted. Okay, I'm in a t-shirt. I'm gonna wear the purple shirt. Okay, so that shouldn't get anyone upset. To our fans on X and Twitter, welcome back after 5 months. And that's that. Don't give him any ammo. I know.
Head west on Melrose Avenue toward Laurel Avenue.
I just don't see it like that, but okay. I will take one for the team. But it's not what I really want to do. Just so you guys know that. It's not what we just have other projects going on, and so, all right. I was talking to someone today that we always have to take the high road, right? Like, you know, they can say anything, they can slander, but we have to take the high road.
Continue on Melrose Avenue for 1 mile.
Michelle Obama says when they go low, we go high. Ron Pia says when they go low, I'll go to the basement. When it comes to Michael Jackson stuff, like this is, you know, we make jokes. This is like serious stuff here. These allegations and, you know, Tom Sneddon and everything and this guy. I know, Sherry. All right, I'm going to take one for the team, okay? I will take one for the team. Okay, I'll say I will refer to my counsel. Michael always took the heart. I know, but listen, hey, don't get me started. I just played you a song called DS, okay? We all know what that song meant, right? Michael wrote the song. You heard the lyrics Michael was singing. Okay? Like, all right, we're going to take the high road until I come out of the courthouse. No, I mean, hopefully he's not there. All right, we're about 2 miles away. We're just going to have to, you know, well, all right, yeah, I kind of want to stay on. I guess we better stay on until, yeah, Sherry, it is not me. Like, it is not me to just keep taking punches without fighting back. Like, listen, I'm going to ask if Tom Mesereau's there, that's going to be one of the questions that I ask him. How he wants the fans to act, and if we come to the courthouse, how he wants us to do whatever he says. I'm going to do. Okay, whatever he says. I'm kind of hoping he says, "Do what's in your heart." Okay, you know, then it's game on. But let's see what he says. Let's see what he says. All right, or if he's not there, what, you know, Susan says, or Jonathan, or Jennifer. So that's why I kind of want to get in there, you know, a few minutes early. So, but of course I have the glove. We only gonna have it if needed. All right, it's getting close here. I'm gonna give my co-partner let the person hold the phone just as we get close. So we're heading to the courthouse, and we're heading to Beverly Hills, about 2 miles away. We kind of came in the back way. The highway was, I don't know what this is. This looks like a beautiful building here. It's blue and green. I have no idea. Anyone that knows the Beverly Hills area? I know where to park. We got our little friend, the downstairs lot. Then we have to go through the metal detectors. It's funny when the security guys see the glove going through the scanner. That's always a little funny. This is Design Cafe. I don't know what Pacific. Looks like an impressive building. Not sure what it is.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto North Robertson Boulevard.
All right, we're 5 minutes away. So, you know, like I said, I will take notes, and
Turn left onto North Robertson Boulevard.
we will log on the minute we get out, and give you guys the update. There was no media here. There was no TMZ last time. No cameras. No local news.
Head southwest on Melrose Avenue toward North San Vicente Boulevard. Turn right onto Beverly Boulevard.
Just yours truly and the visitor from the UK. Once again, it's been canceled. It's been rescheduled twice. This is the third time. It looks like it's a go.
In 600 feet, turn right onto Beverly Boulevard.
So hopefully in about an hour and a half, we'll have an answer of the date. If, once again,
Turn right onto Beverly Boulevard.
if it even goes to court. I mean, if it even goes to trial.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto North Oakhurst Drive.
Once again, you guys tuning in. But right now, we're heading to the Beverly Hills Courthouse. This is the day that the date, hopefully and supposedly, is going to be set. According to the reports, both sides have agreed to August of 2026. So literally two years from now. I know we're getting close. Oakhurst, yeah.
Turn left onto North Oakhurst Drive.
Turn left on North Oakhurst Drive. Is this Oakhurst? This is not how I went last time, but
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Burton Way.
the parking here is crazy. Once again, it's open to the public. The judge ruled no cameras allowed in the courtroom. What we don't know is if it's going to be the same judge, if the judge that presiding today is going to be the trial judge. We don't know that for sure. I don't know if we're going to know that today, but they wanted to change a venue to the downtown courthouses, and it appears that was denied. So it looks like it's going to take place here at Beverly Hills, which is a much smaller courtroom, holds less people. It's not going to be, it's not going to be the media frenzy like it was the first trial. So I don't think that'll be, I don't think that'll be a problem. I don't know how many people are going to come. I don't know how long they're expected for it to last. I thought I remember saying if they thought it was going to be 21 days or more.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the right.
Okay, now we could either park. Sometimes there's outside parking here. Sometimes there's not. No parking Tuesday. Let me see. 2 hour. I think we can park here. I think wait, hang on. I feel safer behind that one. If that's a spot. May not be a spot on the curb though. Blocking the driveway. No, that's a driveway. Knew that was too good to be true. All right. Oh no, we can't mess around because we got to get in. Another driveway. It's too tight. It's blocked. Fire hydrant. This? No, that's for the hotel. All right. All right. Does anyone have any questions? You're reading that? Anyone have anything? We can pull in right here. Yeah. Okay. second. Boom, boom. Yeah, we could still take that. You take this. I take this. I take... Actually, get out for a second. Go ahead out. Just hold that. I got it put on my shirt. Oh, there goes the iPad. Okay. Oh, yeah. Door open. Lock. I think so. I hope so. Okay. It's saying that no. Yeah. Okay, you guys.
In 300 feet, your destination will be on the right.
What time is it? 8:10. All right, so we're right on time. Hold on, you gotta hold it. Second, I gotta shut off the GPS. Actually, I'm gonna turn off this phone first. Come on. Power off. Okay. All right. That phone's off. We got our notebook. Hold that. And we're ready to roll. Oh, wait, we just got... Seems like a camera. Okay. All right. So we're in purple today. Okay. Acceptable. Twitter. Is this okay? Okay. All right. Of course, Tina. Come on. Come on. I'm ashamed to even ask. You got the glove. Let's see if Crazy's out here first. So this is where, remember, we saw him right here last time. I got him walking down the walkway here. Seeing if I see one of the lawyers outside. So he had the camera set up right outside of the door. Okay, hang on, 'cause this is where it usually gets. Let's see what we got here. So I'm not sure. So no, all right. So he's not here. He was set up over here last time to get the people walking out of the courthouse. So as you can tell, there's nobody here. All right. Okay, you guys. All right, I'm gonna walk in. Go upstairs. It starts at 8:30 sharp. There was a couple cases ahead of it, so I can't have a phone in there. So I'd say start checking back like 9:15, maybe 9:30, and I'll log on. I'll log on as soon as I can. For you guys just tuning in, we're here at the Beverly Hills Courthouse. They're supposed to set the date for the bogus trial coming up versus MJJ Productions and MJJ Ventures. So yours truly will be the reporter on site, and we'll write down as much as we can, and I will come back and report. Take the high road for Shari and Anna and everyone out there. And look, I'm in there. Look, I'm representing all you guys. Okay, you guys that don't live here. You know, I don't know if anyone's inside or not, but all right, let me get inside. I'll be back. Start checking 9:15, 9:30, something like that. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.